Just have a look at this thing. Let it sink in for a moment. Okay, here we go. Warning, this keyboard is really, really bad. And as I'm one of those evil people who uses swear words, if something like the phrase mother titfuck cunt porridge shocks you, you should probably close the video right now, because following is some jolly harsh language. Hello and welcome to this review of my TypeMatrix thing. This was part of the first donation I ever got, actually. A crazy, sadistic Scotsman once sent me this Chiclet 5291 with Matsumi miniature switches in it, and he threw in this diabolic dick nugget for fun as a bonus. Thanks, Mew, I'd rather wank in a bag of nettles. Now, considering Matsumi miniature switches are already perfect, genuine, complete, crystalline, pure fuckness, you think it wouldn't get much worse than that. But no, this thing is actually even worse. Talk about poison chalice. I got this thing nearly 3 years ago, and when I first saw it, I quickly stuck it in a box out of view and tried to forget about it. But you guys have spoken, and now I have no choice but to review it. So let's start with the basics. The TypeMatrix is basically the embodiment of everything I've ever hated in a keyboard. Most of my returning viewers will know I like full-size or even bigger keyboards with strong build quality and nice full-travel mechanical switches, a pleasant full typing noise, and as little ergonomics or other weird crap as possible. Just a normal keyboard, you know, the type you don't have to be on LSD for to use properly. This keyboard is the exact opposite of all of that. A 700-gram keyboard with crappy feeling and sounding chiclet keys, with a layout that's not only space-saving and split-ergo, but also ortholinear on top of that, is not going to be met with a great deal of enthusiasm here. This combination of hellish elements sounds about as appetizing as beef boiled in piss. I used it for almost a week, and can I just say to all of you who voted for this option, I hate you. Why do you want to torture me like this? Getting used to this is like trying to scale an insurmountable poop hill with your bare hands. Okay, let's get down to business. The case is made out of paper-thin plastic, and I suspect that the whole board has less metal in it than my blood does. It flexes a lot, especially considering the board is so small, and when you do it creaks like two 90-year-olds having a go at the old in-out, in-out. Uniquely, it even bends, which I've never seen on a keyboard before. Basically, it has roughly the same rigidity as a biscuit drenched in cum. It uses chiclet keys, the type you find on laptops nowadays, which are essentially small, annoying, low-travel rubber dome switches that are so bad each key needs its own stabilizer because otherwise they won't even work. You'll note that one of them is actually broken too. I wish this whole commiseration-inspiring farce of a keyboard was broken. That way I wouldn't have to use it. Possibly the worst is the layout though. Let's just have a look at this for a second. So some keyboards have a split layout, which allows the user to put their hands at a more natural angle by splitting it and then turning the two halves outwards. In the cheaper boards, this angle is often fixed, while more expensive boards like the Cherry MX5000 or IBM M15 are highly adjustable, not just in terms of splitness but also in height, often using a myriad of little adjustable feet. Others, like the Ergodox, actually consist of two separate boards. For this model, they inexplicably went with a purely vertical split without actually angling it. They essentially opened it like a pair of fuck flaps, so your hands are still in the same position and you get no ergonomic benefit. All they basically did was add this annoying thong in the middle of it just to piss you off. In fact, if you look carefully, it's not even in the middle, it's a little bit offset to the left side. I mean, what the fuck? But no, that was clearly not enough. On a fuckballs scale ranging from non-stop explosive diarrhea to getting gangbanged by your dead great-grandparents, that only scores about halfway. This general offense to humanity hits a lot higher on the wankometer than that. Considering the operation of split keyboards hinges, no pun intended, on using muscle memory from touch typing, they figured they'd make the layout ortholinear, you know, where the keys are in a straight grid as opposed to the standard staggered orientation, just so you can't find any of the keys back. I have no explanation. Now, I can type without looking at the keyboard, I just don't keep my hands glued to the home row in the traditional electrocuted spastic spider method everyone seems hell-bent on converting me to. I mean, come on guys, does this look comfortable? But not only that, I also occasionally use my left hand to hit a key that's supposed to be hit with the right hand, and this makes operation of this keyboard not just unpleasant from the switches, but just really confusing as well. It just doesn't work. What cock-wielding fucktwat writer came up with this? They decided to make the normal layout better as well by sticking two giant backspaces in the middle. They must have known it's easy to mess up typing on a piece of dog shit like this. And the enter key is in the middle, the modifier keys are a mess, just everything is crap. Try playing games with this, I fucking double dare you. Overall, I find this keyboard about as appealing as felching a fish-boned cunt with hooks in it. Jesus, a saggy left moob, every facet of this crystallized piece of walrus splooge is pure anguish. By the way, next week there's one more review before I go on holiday for 2 weeks, and the review after that holiday is a free slot again. So I'm going to put up another poll, number 3, so you can choose for me what to review next. Because the other 2 choices were really close, I'll keep them both in and add in a new option to replace this one. That's it for this review. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my agony, and following is a typing demonstration of me typing on this execrable eidolon of enmity.